Turn that like that, like that. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's check and see that we're live. Are we live? Is it going live? Am I there? Morning, Ali. There we go. Right, hang on. It's just telling me I'm live. That's good. Morning, Baz. Morning, Pauline. How are we all this morning? Are we okay? What a beautiful Saturday morning. It's rather lovely out there. Are you all going to be doing something nice? I hope so. I really do hope so. Kit, you look like you've had a lovely time recently. Off out with the grandchildren. I feel we may need to come and try this new farm shop. I feel coffee could be on order for the Clumpton girls. What do you reckon? Right, I'm just trying to find some Diamantes. Why is it when you want some, you can't find the things? Tell me I haven't got any normal Diamantes. How awful is that? Right, I'm going to have to use coloured ones, which is not really what I wanted to do. No. Got no sparklies, girls. How can a girl not have any sparklies? Morning, Sandy. This is just, like, ridiculous. No sparklies in my stash. Oh, my gosh. I wonder if I've got any in the other one. I can't find it for a minute. I've put it away safely under the desk. Hang on. Oh. Right, I've just used the last on the project, so I might have to change it and do something else on the second one. If ever anybody wants anything, you know, that's retired, do give me a yell, because I've got, like, millions of bits that are retired. Whole packs of it, actually. Right, that's okay. Right, we've got proper colour sparklies now, so I can stop panicking. I feel better about that. Morning, Sam. I'm glad, Kit, that you're loving seeing the kids. It's really good for people to get out and be doing stuff. And I'm glad you've had the courage to get out, actually, because I know a lot of people that have been really panicking with not having the courage to go out, actually. And it was nice to see that you and Ali had gone out as well. So that's really good. I'm really pleased about that. Very pleased about that. So, so have you got any nice plans for the weekend? I'm off to the garden centre in a minute for a coffee with my neighbour, just to give her a bit of a break. But there you go. So, my card this morning, we're stepping it up. We're crafting for the avid crafter. So this is somebody who does craft, who enjoys crafting and knows a few techniques, really. So, yeah, so that's what we're up to. You're off to watch some cricket after doing some gardening. Oh, Sam, that's a lovely day. I hope you're going to have a cider or something whilst you're watching the cricket. That would be really lovely. Half a cider and listening to the ball hit the bat, and just, yeah, there's something quite quintessentially British, isn't there, about watching the cricket on a Saturday afternoon. Are you doing the cricket tease, though? Because that's always a pain in the what's it. Right, let's turn you down and around, and we'll... and the weather is great. Maybe a Prosecco. Oh, I'm pleased about that, Sam. Right, down and around. Let's check that you can see everything. Let's try and get as much in view as possible. Right. Okay, just checking the view a minute. I think we're okay. I don't want to make you feel all really seasick. Hang on. Is that better? Morning, Chanel. I am hoping that you can see more of what I can see. I seem to have stuck on the iPad. I seem to be stuck, which is a pain in the what's it. I'm not seeing it where you are. Right. Okay, right, I'm looking. Right, okay. Morning, Diana. Right, okay. Right, so this is this morning's card. So obviously we're concentrating on Hippo Happiness. And today I've used the dies as well. And I have done some pre-cutting. So we're using these dies. We're using the sheep. We're using the string, we're using the bow tie, we're using the balloon. So I think the only bits I haven't used are these ones yet, and these little bits. That's it. So I haven't used the leaf, I haven't used the butterfly, and these bits. So I've used everything in these dies now, except for these this week. So pretty much I've die cut everything with those, and they work brilliantly. I absolutely love them. So yeah. Oh, a wet Cape Town, Diana. Oh, that's not very nice. Right, hang on. Closing the... Oh, do you know what? My hands are really not working very well today. I've woken up. My elbow is like yuck. But there you go. And my hands are yuck consequently. Right, so this is today's card. And it looks pretty simple from the front, doesn't it? Doesn't look very, you know. So it's got depth because I've layered my my die cuts, and my little sheep is layered. He's got his bow tie on and he's got his balloons. So this is obviously for a boy. So the first one we did was pretty, it could go to anybody. When in doubt, be a unicorn. Then we did the die cut one with the pink, so that was definitely for a girl. So this is a boy's one, and I'm going to open this out, and that's our card. Okay, so it's got depth. So we've got balloons, and you could do much more around here if you wanted to. I kind of wanted to keep it quite plain so you could see what was going on. Okay, and when it stands up like that. Okay, and I know that's the wrong way for you guys. So, and the back is just plain. So there's space for people to write. It's, you know, so that's that one. So that's your card. So you've got a normal A4 piece of cardstock cut in half at 14.9 or 5 7/8. You then turn it that way and score it 10.5 centimetres, which for the life of me, I always forget in inches, which is 4 1/8 in inches, okay? So 4 1/8 or 10.5 centimetres, score down the middle. Your mat layers are 3 7/8 wide by 5 5/8 deep, okay? And you need 3 of those. You then need a strip, about a 1-inch strip, like this, okay? But I'm going to cut this one down, it's a bit wide. A 1-inch strip, so I'm going to show you what we're going to do in a minute, and that is 8 1/4 long by 1 inch, okay? Which is what we're going to be using. If I lose your comments in a minute, it's because the laptop is about to die, which is not a lot of help, is it? I obviously hadn't put the plug in properly last night. So let's get on and show you the rest. So we've got 3 pieces of Whisper White for our front. We've got our A4 piece of cardstock, all right? My video has now decided to catch up, which is great, but it's too late. Right, so I've got my 2 die cuts, one in Misty Moonlight and one in Whisper White. I've got 4 squares. Now these squares are 1 3/4 inches by 1 3/4 inches, okay? So there you've got 4 squares. Then you've got 4 Whisper White squares at 1 5/8 by 1 5/8, okay? Then you've got, I've stamped and die cut my sheep, and I've got some balloons that I've stamped and die cut for the front. And I use the stamping off technique to get different colours. I've die cut my string and I've die cut my bow tie, okay? So we've still got lots of stamping to do, but I thought that getting a lot of the die cutting done would be good this morning. Right, so I'm just going to grab the trimmer. There we go. I'm going to pop this back in and trim it down to 1/8 to 1 inch. Okay. But actually I'm going to take it down to 3/4 of an inch. So just going to pop that in, take it down to 3/4 of an inch. All right. Right, so we're going to score at 2 1/16. Let's make sure I score. So I'll take the cutting blade to the bottom. 2 1/16. 4 1/8. Okay. And then where the lines go onto the dark bit of your trimmer here, okay, you can, let's see if putting the side light on helps the light on that one. There are 3 notches, so you've still got your measurements going all the way across. So we're going to go to 6 1 2 3/16 and do our final score. Okay, so that's all the scoring done for that. Pop the trimmer away, and we're going to fold them mountain, valley, mountain. Okay, and that's really important when you come to close it. It gives you this W. Okay, so you've got, sorry, valley, mountain, valley, or if you do it the other way, it's got to stick in that way. Okay, so let's put our matte layers on to start with. Now, if you wanted to change this up, let's see if I've got a clean hang on. All right, take that one off. Oops. Is that one? How grey is that one? We can manage with that, I think. Oh no, I'm going to wash that one as well. Talking to myself here. So I've got 3 of those. Morning, Heather. Brilliant. Okay. Morning, Kristen, all the way from America. Good morning, darling. Right, so we're going to do some brayering. Bit like we did on the pink card. So I'm going to use Misty Moonlight. So our desk is definitely going to be a mess, okay? So we're going to up the card now again, all right? So I'm not going to do the 2 inside bits. I just want to do the front piece, okay? So I've got my brayer. I'm inking it up all the way around, as you can see. I'm not putting too much pressure on. And I'm lifting off and going to the top each time so that I'm getting an even, it's not just one side, it's even. So we're going to start at the bottom and we're going to work our way all the way up, okay? So I'm starting off my cardstock and I'm just going to work all the way up, getting lighter and lighter, okay? Ink up again. Keep inking, keep inking, keep inking, keep inking, keep inking. Right, okay, starting off at the bottom, rollering on, making sure you're getting lighter, so don't put so much pressure on as you get to the top. Starting at the bottom, rollering up, I'm not going up all the way, starting at the bottom, and we can just add layers of colour as we're going. So we've created that lovely ombre effect, okay? So that's as much of that as I'm going to do. I don't like that top. Hang on. Right, we're going right to the top. That's better. It's got a little bit of colour. That's all I wanted. Right, pop the brayer out the way. They're going to be washed later on. Right, I also want to step this up again. Okay, so now, because we've brayered the front, I'm going to go all around my edges, okay? Right, so that's our front piece. So we can stick that to the front of our card, okay? Went and had lunch with my mum yesterday, which was really lovely. And I had a hug from my mum on the way out yesterday. It's the first hug since March. It's been horrible seeing her and leaving and not being able to give my mum a hug or a kiss. And yesterday I actually had a hug and a kiss from my mum, which was amazing. And what she doesn't know is I got in the car and sat and cried because I just have missed that so much. So much. That is so important. That hug from your mum is just, you know, is just so important. Right, I'm not going to do the front of our card for a minute. Oh no, actually I can, because I can stick the other bits in. Right, so let's just grab, all my little bits are up there. Really need like 6 more inches of desk somewhere along the line, I think. Okay, Tracy Boone, I'm really glad to see that you tidied your craft room yesterday, darling. I expect the desk is much happier. I loved seeing the progress pictures. I love seeing everything that you guys do, actually. So whatever you're doing, you know, do put pictures up and tag me and stuff, because I'll always come and have a look. I enjoy seeing everything everybody's doing. Right, so we're going to pop this on the front. Okay, and some more on here. Now again, these ones are beautiful because they've got an edge indented into them. Okay, hang on. I'm missing hugs as well. Yeah, I know, Shirley. I'm sending you one, darling. Right, so we've got that in the middle. Okay, so Tracy, I don't think you saw my. It's going to be a long job. I'll give you a tour when it's done. Thanks, babe. Right, so got my little sheep. It's right, in my mind's eye, sheep should be white. So I've used Sahara sand for my little sheep. Oh, look, I haven't done my stamping. Rats. Hang on. This is what not to do, okay? Right. Oh, right, gonna have to do my stamping. See if we can roll that one off. Right, okay. That'll be fine. Right, let's move that out of the way. And we want the 2U. It's such a big stamp. Right, okay. Let's see if we can sort this out. Right, I'm going to put that bit at the top because we're going to have balloons covering that bit. So, without trying to get my head in it, there's my 2U. 2U. Right, get that one out of the way. Right. Sorry, dimensionals. Let's try again, shall we? Right, I'm going to have to use some edge bits now. 1. 1, 2. Okay, so you'd be surprised the amount of places I managed to find dimensional backings. They get everywhere. They never stay in the room that you're using them in. They absolutely get everywhere. Right, let's try again. So we're back to putting our U on the front. Oh, I've stuck him to the, oh no, he's all right. So I've got him and he's stuck, I'm going to stick him here now. Okay, so we need our little bow tie. Our little bow tie. Right, so I'm going to pick him up with my take a picky tool, like that. I'm going to do just, I need a little bit of glue. Where's my silicone mat? That's easiest, isn't it? Right, let's grab my silicone mat. Put some glue on my silicone mat. There we go. Right. So I just need a dabby like that. Don't need too much because we don't want it to go everywhere. Right, I've got that where I want it. Let go. There we go. Right, happy with that. Okay. Right, so I'm going to just leave that to one side. I've die cut a string and some balloons. Now you don't need this whole length of string, so I'm going to cut it in half. And this is how I did my balloons, okay? So I'm using the edges again. Decided where I wanted my balloons. I want one there, one there, okay? So I'm going to stick that one up there like that. I'm going to stick it to his hand in a minute, okay? And that's that balloon. And then I want this one. I'm going to cover that up like that. Look, they can stick together. I want that one like that. So it looks like it's coming off the string. Right, so I need to stick these down. All right, now I know the end of my glue is already tacky, so I'm just going to put a little bit on the end of his hand. And I'm going to press those bits down. And they're glued in. Oh, they were glued in. Okay, so that's the front of our card done. So you can see we've got the lovely 3D effect, okay? So now we're going to work on the inside. Let's cover that up a minute. We're going to need our bit of glue, because this is the inside. Tracy, you'll love this card, look. There you go. So now we're going to work on the inside. So I'm going to leave my panels. Should we brayer the panels? What do you reckon? Hearts for braying the panels, or thumbs up for leaving it blank? Brayering or no brayering? I'm going to go and do this bit while you're deciding whether we're brayering the inside to match the front or not. I'm going to add my panels on. Hearts. Thanks, guys. Love you lots. Okay, right. So I'm going to sort out these panels first, and then we'll do the brayering. Right. So we got 4 little panels. So we've got some stars, a sheep with a balloon, you are special, and some more balloons. So let's just grab, I've got Misty Moonlight there, so that's really good. So I'm going to do the stars first. I've got a song in my head now. Does anyone know what the song is in my head? Tracy, I bet all those hearts were you, weren't they? Were all those hearts you, Tracy Boone? Morning, Kerry. How are you, darling? Right, so we're just going to dauber the edges because we've daubered the front. Like that. And we'll stick it onto one of our blue squares. Ready? Stars from Les Mis. Yes, that one is in my head, Sam, but I was actually thinking of is it Stars by Simply Red? Or The Stars Are Coming Out Tonight, is it? Oh no, Starry Starry Night. No, Charlie, don't get me started on that one. Is it Simply Red? Or The Stars Are Coming Out Tonight? Or is it Coldplay? Coldplay, isn't it? That line. All the stars are coming out tonight. Shining just for you. Right, you. Right, so we want You Are Special. I ran out of little blocks. Having it on a big block like this is not ideal, but it's fine, okay? So, You Are Special. Let's try and centre it in the centre. Okay, You Are Special. There you go. So we'll just dauber around the edge of this one. Okay, again, we'll stick this like that. You love the stars in this set. That's really good set actually, Shirley. I have to say I wasn't keen. Then I really looked at the dies and thought I can do a lot with those. And actually I've really enjoyed playing. Yes, Diana, Simply Red did do the Song Stars. I've really enjoyed playing with this set. Right, I want my string and my balloon now. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 balloons, and I'm going to start with the darkest one, and then I'm going to do a lighter one. I'm going to huff on it, and then I'm going to do a lighter one. So we've got 3 shades of the same blue with 1 ink. So then I've got my string. 1, 2, 3. Got my 3 little strings. I can pop those out the way for a minute. Otherwise we're cluttering up the desk. Right, again, we're going to go round the edge. Thanks, Sam. Around the edge. Glue on the back. I love my Tombow. I'm definitely a Tombow girl. I like this new seal, and I like the new Seal Plus, but I'm a Tombow girl at heart. I like wet glue. Gives me that wiggle room. Right, last but not least is the sheep. Oh my gosh. Right, let's put the blue away because we don't want a blue sheep, do we? Not a blue sheep. So let's pop that there because it's got my little bit of glue on. So I decided that I couldn't get my sheep to be sheep colour specifically, so I used Sahara Sand. So this is the lightest colour I could find in my arsenal, so Sahara Sand, and I stamped him off, okay, to get rid of quite a lot of the colour. I'm just going to do him down to one side like that, so it's very light once you've stamped it off. Okay, shut the ink pad. You love a tomboy. Tracy Boone, what a thing to admit. You love a tomboy, or do you mean Tombow even? Morning, Tracy. Right, so, and I'm just going to then use grey granite, okay? Right, I hope I can get this lined up. I've got a shadow. Oh, hang on. It's down. Oh, that's not too bad. He's a bit wonky. But he'll do. Will he do? No, not happy. I can't be doing with he'll do. Right, I'm going to do the darker one first. Let's see if that makes it easier on him. Let's give him room for his feet. Right, the darker one, right. Because I'm using such a light colour underneath, it's kind of difficult to see. So perhaps for the sheep, it might be easier to do him the other way round. Perfect. Right, so when you're doing the sheep, if you're using Sahara Sand as your base and grey granite as your ears, then do it the other way round because that's perfect. Right, put those 2 out the way now. It changed it. Oh, I see. Right, I want my balloon and my string again. So I'm just going to pop my string coming out his little hand. It's a very long string to be coming out his little hand. There's the string. I've got my balloon. There you go. So he's holding his balloon. I'd like a tomboy, but I'm on a mancation. A holiday from dating. It's been amazing. Right, last one. Oh, do you know what I haven't done? Where's his little face? Right, can you see how tiny that stamp is? How tiny is that? Be very careful you don't lose that, because it is minuscule. So tap, tap. Straight down and straight up. Don't press very hard, otherwise his features will distort. Okay, right, I'm just going to move that out there for a minute because we're going to use it again. Because apparently I'm going to be doing some brayering. Good morning, Vicky from Maine. How are you? I'm hoping you have lovely weather this morning and that all is well in Maine. It's on my wish list to come to Maine, actually, but there you go. Right, so we're going to put these onto our strip, okay? So you could, if you wanted to, there's my seal. I'm going to use, the first one I've grabbed is my Seal Plus, don't mind which one I've grabbed. And I'm going to do it a little bit down the centre, okay, because I want these to hold. Right, now when using your Seal or your Seal Plus, there is a really easy way to get these to work, okay? So pop it down, all right, now let's do it on the back of the card. Pop it down, okay, and then pull it, and then tip it and break it off. Don't do it sideways, okay? Tip it and break it off. Line that up like that. I like using my grid paper. I don't think I've got the first one dead straight, but that's because I didn't use my grid paper. I'm going to line that up. Can we straighten that up just slightly? No, that's worse than ever. We'll leave. I might take that one off and redo it. Right, whatever you are special, tip and snap. Once you've got one, you should be able to pretty much line them up. That one. And we'll put the stars on. Oops. Where have you gone? Tip and snap, okay? Brilliant. Right, so that is our inside piece ready to go, okay? Right, let's do some brayering. Stuck his bow tie on. Right, so, oh, I need to put my the thingies on the front in a minute. Right, don't need that. Let's get rid of that. So let's move this out the way. So we have a blank area. Right, so grab my brayer again. Right, my laptop's just died, so I can't see your comments. Actually, do you know what? If I stand up and I move the stool... Oh, it's raining in Maine. Oh, yuck. It's not raining here in Somerset. In the UK, it's beautifully and sunny. Right, so starting at the bottom of the page, we're going to roller. And I'm getting lighter in pressure as I'm going up. Okay, and I'm going back to the bottom again. Starting off at the bottom, okay. Okay, I'm not going all the way up this time. I'm going to start coming back down, putting more pressure on, okay? And then I'm going back up, more pressure at the bottom than at the top, and I'm getting lighter and lighter, okay? I want the bottom to be darker, so we're going to do the more on the bottom again. Okay, so starting off, taking the pressure off, then rolling back down. Oh, I do like, do you know what, this colour is beautiful. Misty Moonlight is definitely a favourite colour of mine. Now I've got Moonlight Serenade in my head, Shirley. Stars have gone and we've got Moonlight Serenade. Or on Moonlight Bay, is it? We were sailing along. That shows my age, doesn't it? On Moonlight Bay. Yeah. Sorry, can't sing. Apologise for that. Right. So I'll stick to brayering, not singing. Right. So going all the way up to the top. Okay. Oh, it's moved. Right. Re-inking. It's a lovely colour, isn't it, Sam? And it goes with so much. Right. At the bottom. Pressure at the bottom, getting lighter to the top. We're going to go back down and start increasing the pressure. Okay, and I'll work it back up again. Getting much lighter, and then pressure at the bottom. Perfect. There we go. Right, so that's that bit done. I'll move the brayer. So I've got 3 of those to wash today, and they do wash beautifully. So they come in packs of 2. So you get your handle and 2 of the sponges. Okay. Right, so we can stick this inside. I haven't edged it. And actually, because we've been brayering, I really only need to do this top edge. That's why I'd forgotten to do it. Okay. Right. Stick this one in. Like that. Let's just do the top edge on this. Yes, Sam, I like the new colours. There's not one I don't like, actually. Being from Somerset, obviously I like cinnamon cider. Although, ironically, I don't like cider much, actually. Okay, so that's that. So now we're going to grab our panel, okay? And we're only going to glue this end. We don't want to glue all the way along. We're going to glue this end and this end to stick it in, okay? So, a bit of glue there. And a bit of glue there, all right? Making sure we've got it the right way up, because that would be absolutely horrendous if we got it the wrong way up, right? And I'm lining it up with the edge of my Whisper White. It's not going right to the edge of my cardstock, okay? And then I'm going to line it up exactly the same at the other end. So at the edge of the cardstock and no further. And press it down. Okay, so that it does that when it's closed. Right, we need a few sparklies. Just a few. Just a few sparklies, I feel. 1. This Take a Pick Put tool is brilliant. I love my Take a Pick tool. 2, 3. Do we need any inside? I didn't put any inside on this one. Oh, come on, let's give it some stars in this one, shall we? Oops. Just randomly dot a few. We should have 5. 5 or 3, girls. 5 or 3. Right, there you go. Pop that to one side. So that's our inside. So again, I've stepped it up to an avid crafter in the plain one, and then we've stepped it up again on camera to show you that an avid crafter can do this 2 ways. Okay, so we've got our fronts and then we've got our insides. What do you think, guys? Are you loving that? I'm kind of loving it. I'm loving the brayering. It's definitely a brilliant technique. So with your brayer and 2 rollers, you can wash them out regularly, and you can create loads of different colour card with Whisper White to team up with, and you'd be able to get lots of effects to team up with whatever colour cardstock you really want to use. I really, really love it. So Shirley, are we expecting Helen to knock a few of these out today? Thank you, Vicky. I'm glad you love the cards. Right, so, and obviously when they stand up, I know you're the wrong way, but that is how they stand. So I kind of think, so let's just grab the others. So for this week, we've got, where's the other one gone? There it is. So I've done 3 of these ones this week. So this was Monday's. So when in doubt, be a unicorn, and we used our Stamparatus and the stamp step. So we moved it down the Stamparatus to create this and make sure they were in a line. So that's Monday's. This was Thursday's. Okay. So we used the die to make our card and just mat and layered and used our lovely little hippo. So we did 2 of those, and we did our brayering again. Okay. I love the brairs. And then this is today's. So this is what we've got out the hippo set in 1 week. And I'm quite sure that there are oodles and oodles of other things you can do. So I've showed you 2 different uses of the dies. We've used all the little die bits. I've showed you that they're easy to put together. So I love this set. I think it's an amazing, amazing bundle. Right, let's just turn you round. Hang on. I'm going to move you a minute. Whoops. Are we on the... Where are we? See my double chins? There you go. She's at work. Marilyn is coming. So you're going to do some with that set. That's brilliant. Right, don't forget. So does anybody... And I can't find it. What have I done with it? Where is it? Oh, I've put it away. Hang on. Under the desk. Right, so don't forget. My order is closing tonight. If anybody wants one of these, they're £9.25. So it's our baby guillotine. I can order them, but let me know today. So if anybody wants one, do let me know. Shirley, I've got you down for 2. Jean, I've got you down for 1. So if anybody else wants one of these, my order's going in tonight. I can only order them because they're on a demo order, not a customer-based order. So if you want one, let me know and I can sort that out for you as well. Don't forget that your Hippo Happiness stamp set is an amazing value. It's lovely. I absolutely love the Hippo Happiness stamp set. It's really great. And I'm going to be creating more with it. So next week, what are we going to do next week? Oh, do you know, I've got so many new stamp sets for next week. Right. Oh. So we've done Lovely You. Right, next week, I think we're going to work with Jar of Flowers. And then the week after, we are going to be working... Oh, I don't know. Oh, Pampered Pets the week after. So Jar of Flowers next week. And then Pampered Pets the week after, okay? So let me just not write this down. Jar of Flowers. Pampered Pets, okay? Don't forget, if there's a set that you like in the catalogue that you'd like to see me do a week's worth of demonstrations with, do drop me a message, text, email, WhatsApp message, however, leave a message on the message board here, then I can sort that out and we can work with that. Right, my customer orders are in, so they will be going back out in the post today. So will your kits. So they should be arriving with you Tuesday or Wednesday. And probably tomorrow evening, but I will put a notice on. My Stampin' Up order with my pre-order has arrived, so I'm going to do a live unboxing of my pre-order, but it won't be today, it will probably be tomorrow evening. What else was I going to say? I think that's it really. So my catalogues are with me. So if you want a autumn winter catalogue, which has got the Christmas, the Halloween and all the rest of the lovely wintry colours in, let me know and I can get one sent out to you. If you would like a virtual party where a group of you get together virtually and I send kits out to everybody and you get together virtually, then then I'm happy to do that. We can set up a Zoom room and we can do a virtual party. Everybody will get a catalogue, everybody will get a kit, and the hostess still earns her rewards in exactly the same way, which will be really great. So, and well, that's something to look forward to. That's good, Shelley. Right, I'm going to disappear because I'm taking my neighbour out for coffee later at 11:30, so I just kind of need to do a couple of bits before then. And I will see you definitely Monday morning we're going to be doing the Jar of Flowers next week. And then I will put a notice on later on when I've decided what time I'm going to do my live unboxing. It's sat down there and I'm kind of like, it's looking at me and it's going to open me. But I'm not going to, not till I'm on camera and I'm doing it with you guys. So have a lovely day. Stay safe, and I will see you all soon. Bye.